right, happy Aloha Friday, everybody. Billy V here inside of the show. Coming up, Close the Distance is going to be part of our show. They've got brand new music. We're going to tell you about it. Kamahaʻo Haumea-Thronas is a young man who is extremely talented. You see there on the bottom, student, host, recording artist. Yeah, that and more. We'll talk about him coming up in minutes. Late addition to the show, Mele Apana has a new job. Yes, we will tell you what she's going to be doing. It will not come as a surprise, but we will have details. She will be here on the show coming up this hour. Aloha no, aloha kako. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Billy V Live. Happy Aloha Friday. With you here today. There is a whole lot of stuff going on, as you've probably seen if you follow me on social media. We will talk about some of that coming up in just a little bit. We do have a shortened show for you. I'll kind of go into detail why coming up in headline news. In the meantime, good afternoon. Aloha no, aloha kako. Let me tell you that I am here with you. But what you're watching right now has been pre-recorded, but I'm at the controls this afternoon. And there is a reason why, and we'll talk more about that coming up in just a couple of moments. In the meantime, thank you so much for being with us here on this Aloha Friday. Obviously, this is pre-recorded, so the comments, I'm not able to see them right now, but I know it's being flooded right now. So, moderators, I know you got a tough job today because it's stuffed with a ton of people here on the show. And once again, happy Aloha Friday. As always, if you are over on the Facebook side, mahalo, make sure that you're hitting that share button. And if you're over on the YouTube side, make sure that you're subscribing. And, if you're on the Facebook side, make sure that you're sharing too, because that lets everybody be able to see exactly what we're doing, and what we're sharing, and how we're keeping you in touch with Hawaii, even if you're far away. And even if you're far away as our guest, Kamahaʻo Haumea-Thronas, he's not too far away. He's watching the show right now from the Kamehameha schools, which is literally less than a mile in that direction. So anyway, whether you're close or whether you're far, welcome to the show. Let's get you outside. Here we go. We're showing you, this is from a little bit earlier this afternoon. And let me let you know that it's packed with people. There is a high surf conditions, and that's why there's a lot of people in the waves. Once again, you want to be experienced to be out in the water. You want to be up on the dry sand if you're just there to watch. And just know that if the waves and the crowds are like this, look at people taking off into the waves. Then that means there's also traffic up on the North Shore of cars, because people just trying to get up there. So, that's the conditions there. Let's go over to Waikiki, where it's a lot more calm. That's the North Shore. That's where it's cranking away. Here on the town side, this is kind of quiet compared to the big waves, but still, a lot of people out in the water. Once again, looking nice outside in Waikiki and the North Shore. Just clear skies, cooler temperatures. Look at that, 79 degrees at the time that we are recording this, and probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it will still be about the same. Cool temperatures for Hawaii. But once again, a lot of people enjoying the outdoors today. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Aloha Friday. And you know what? I'm going to stop this because we'll get into headline news, but I want to go ahead and address this first. The reason why I told you that this is pre-recorded is because I wanted to make sure it was better than what I was expecting it to be. I'm right now actually at the controls watching all of this go on. I have been diagnosed COVID positive this past Sunday symptoms, Monday test, at-home test, but Monday was a holiday, right? You remember that. Tuesday, doctor's visit, results on Wednesday, COVID positive. This thing has been kicking me in the butt. It's been kicking me in the ass. It has. So, full disclosure here. Headache, sinuses, tired all the time, and throat. This thing has racked my throat, which is reason why we almost didn't have the show, but there are stories that we wanted to bring to you, and so it's an abbreviated show. So just know, since last week Sunday, isolation, got my meds from the doctor, we're recovering. If you have any questions, head on over to my social media on Instagram and Facebook, and we can have more of that discussion there if you're wondering about the COVID symptoms, how bad, how good, and it's relative to the person, right? So, but once again, going through it and making it through it. That's the main thing. There have been so many well wishes, and I appreciate so much. Thank you so much for all the messages that have been left over on the YouTube and Facebook page. But I do want to tell you that there are a lot of people that have been private messaging me saying they're right now going through the same thing, isolating because they've been coming down with it. So make sure you wash your hands, distance, and just be careful because of kupuna. And the good thing is that I've had some people drop off groceries and stuff by, but this is what I call my vacation without destination. Let's get you into the rest of the headline news for today. Let me see here as I get to my notes. A little bit different. Once again, I wasn't able to get everything done that we wanted to, which is why we decided at the last minute to go ahead and go to the shortened format of the show. As I go ahead, there's my notes. Let's talk about a young lady here. Her name is Kekipanya Vasquez Tamali'i, and she was here on Sunrise. She is a makeup and hair artist. However, she is a 35-year veteran of software, hardware, engineering. She specifically is good at security, but she decided to do hair and makeup and that type of artistry. You can see the full interview. It's on the website over on the YouTube page. So make sure that you go ahead and check that out. The reason why we're mentioning her today, since she's been on the show, she's been nominated for an Emmy and a Screen Actors Guild Award. Congratulations to her. We're very, very proud of the work that she does. Don't know if you saw this, but Adele had to push back her residency over in Las Vegas. We affectionately call it the Ninth Island because you see as many people there, Hawaii people, sometimes more than you see at home. Yeah, she was upset. And so she put a video out, at times crying because she's so disappointed that she was unable to, when you sell tickets, it's kind of like a promise. And it's been COVID. It's gotten to her crew. They've tried to bubble as best as they can. And she's still pushing for it. And she will be doing one. Just got to get through things. And their crew's got to get through what I'm going through. So we're all going through it together. Adam Sandler's in town. He is filming a movie. He is a murder mystery too. So he has been frequently around town, been seen, and everybody's been taking pictures with him, which is really, really nice. Adam Sandler's done a bunch of shows here. And when it comes to taking pictures with fans, and Hawaii people, we know like bother the stars, but we really want your picture. So, we kind of make, we make nice and we ask please and that kind of stuff. Whereas other places, people just barge in and they are actually rude. And they're more rude if they say, no, I can't take right now. So Hawaii here a little bit different. That's why the stars like Hawaii, because we don't try not to get into their space. But we still want the picture, right? Okay. One more. We talked about Adele down in Las Vegas. Well, Bruno Mars, Silk Sonic, they are going to be playing in Vegas starting on February 25th. That is going to be Dolby Live, Park MGM. It's his new residency over there. So February 25th is the start, and it goes all the way till May 29th that he is going to be there. So that's amazing. And go get him. Once again, Bruno Mars, local boy, used to play Waikiki. Now look at him. He's playing Las Vegas, which is simply amazing. There's a lot of entertainers who remember Bruno when he was just little Bruno. Used to be doing a Elvis down in Waikiki. And look at him go now. And the music, it sounds so good. You know his dad would be proud. I remember we were playing his dad's albums, Doo-Wop in Paradise, back in the day, in the 90s. And, you know, Roseville grad, look at him there on the music video. And I have not seen him in person in a long time since I didn't get a chance to see the Aloha Stadium concerts, but when he was over at Blaisdell, saw him 2 nights over there. So really, really looking forward to seeing more of him as he is here in Hawaii. So there you go. Some of the headline news for you here on your Aloha Friday. And if you've got headline news for us, studio@billyv.live. Once again, that is studio@billyv.live. With that, we've got. Okay, sister. I see you there. Don't worry, I got you. Okay, very good. Hang on for a second, everybody. Let me make sure that I can get her on here with no apparent problems here. I am, as we do this. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and give that a shot. Thank you very much. Okay, Mels. I am looking into the green room. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a late addition to the show, but it is our first guest on the show. It is the one and only Mele Apana.
Hi, my brother. Thank you so much for asking me to be a part of your wonderful show, and I love you so much, and always grateful to share space with you, especially on this Aloha Friday, and aloha to everyone tuning in right now around the world. Aloha, everybody.
Thank you very much, Mels. A little bit earlier this morning, during Hawaii News Now Sunrise, noticed, well, I'm at home, but that's a different subject. You had an announcement. You have a new home. Of course, you are with Hawaiian 105, KINE, but go ahead. I'll let you tell everybody what you're up to now.
Oh, my new home. Last night was my very first night as a new host and MC at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, Waikiki Starlight Luau, with the most revered entertainment family in the world, Tihati Productions. And last night was my first night, and I was just beside myself, just so happy to be in my natural element, to be on stage, where I was back to, I was born into a entertainment family on the island of Kauai. So being on stage last night, being the host, the MC, and I get to sing and share stories of our people of the South Pacific. It took me back to my childhood growing up on Kauai, because my family, the Apana family, my Auntie Lovey, we were like the Tihatis of Kauai, and we owned all the luau shows for 40 plus years. So last night it just took me back to my happy place, my happy space. And oh my gosh, I actually, when I got off stage and I got home too, I was just so emotional and so grateful. I literally couldn't stop crying. I'm still crying.
You weren't crying on stage though, right?
No, I'm an entertainer. I had it quite well.
Okay, so tell me how this all went down, because you had left Hawaii 105 about 2 weeks before all of the layoffs started to happen. You resigned from there. And so how did this transpire?
I always believe that everything happens and is orchestrated from the spiritual side. And my kupuna, keokua, my angels always got my back. And right before I resigned from Hawaii 105 KINE, actually just a couple of days before I resigned Hawaiian 105, I knew I was going to be resigning soon. And I just kind of prayed to Keokua, and I was like, okay, well, I feel like I'm going to exit this building shortly. But, I have this huge repertoire, and I have huge credentials and accolades. I can go pretty much anywhere. But in my na'au, I just wanted to go into a place and a space where I was happy in my natural element. Like radio is my happy place. I've been there my whole life. But shifting into the next chapter, I just wanted to be in the space and a place with people that appreciated me, that valued me, that loved me. And I literally was just praying for that. And the next day, after I did my pule, just kind of just asked God to show me a ho'ailona sign. I saw on Instagram that Tihati Productions was looking for MCs, hula dancers, and musicians. And right there, my just like this whole my na'au just exploded with excitement. And then I called Afatia Thompson, the son of Auntie Shah and Tihati, his dad, and I said, brother, this is Mele. He's like, Tita, come to my office. And we were sitting down. I said, brother, I'm planning on resigning from Hawaiian 105, and I saw you're looking for MCs and musicians. And as soon as I said that, he didn't even hesitate. In like 5 seconds, Afatia was like, Tita, we got you. Sis, what you like do? What you like be? You like be MC? You like be musician? You come, you part of us now. You're hired right now. What you like do? And that's exactly how it took place, organically and magically.
Wow. You know, when you get the president of the company saying, "What do you want to do?" That's
Yeah.
awesome. So, how many
Yeah.
nights are you working?
Well, last night was my first night, but I'm there every single Tuesday. Every single Tuesday, I'm going to be at the Hilton Hawaiian Village, Waikiki Starlight Luau. That's on the Great Lawn, and I'm the baby. I'm the newest MC for Tihatis. But Tihatis, I don't think people realize that they own a lot majority of the shows here in Hawaii. Not only do we have the Hilton Hawaiian Village, they own the Disney Aulani show, International Marketplace, the Royal Hawaiian, and they have like another 15 shows across Hawaii, Kauai, Maui, Big Island. And so because I'm new, I start on Tuesday. So every Tuesday, and as things start to pick up, I'm going to get more nights at the Hilton, and they're probably going to be placing me in other shows. And Afwati is so funny. He's like, Tita, we got more luau shows. We got the contracts for Kauai and Maui and Kona, and I'm going to send you to all these islands, especially Kauai, because that's your hometown. So get ready because you're going to be busy.
Okay. And I see that tape is stopped there. I'm going to hope that's going to come back here in a few moments.
So high, I mean, they're like the best of the best, and I get to work with the best of the best. And being the host and MC at their show, I'm not only the MC, because you and I, we MC so many events, right? But in this one, I'm the MC, I'm the host, I'm the storyteller, and I also get to sing. And I haven't sang for so many years because of radio. I was always raspy in radio.
Right.
So I used to sing at House Without a Key, Halekulani. I used to sing at Moana Surfrider. I used to sing at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel for years. But then I put it on the side, and I haven't sang for like almost 6 years. So last night when I belted out my notes, and I was like, whoa, wow, that's what my voice actually sounds like when I'm all healed up. So to be and you just kind of mesh being a storyteller, being an MC, and a singer all in the same evening, and it's so magical. I was just really overwhelmed with emotion and so grateful.
Just a reminder, Sissy, a wise man once told me, entertainer, Hoku Award winner, Kelly Boy DeLima, he says,
Oh,
always
our
take care
brother.
of that instrument. Don't yell, don't scream, don't be loud.
You know how hard that is? Whoa!
All right, so Tuesday nights, right now, Hilton Hawaiian Village,
Yeah.
with more to come, part of Tihati Productions. One and only Mele Apana here on the show. Nels, thank you. I love you.
Love you.
All right, thank you to Mele Apana. You are awesome. I am looking into the green room. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a late addition to the show, but it is our first guest on the show. It is the one and only Mele Apana. Yay. Thanks, Mel, for being here on the show. Let's talk about a young man who is doing amazing things. And because he is so talented, we're talking about Kamahaʻo Haumea-Thronas.
All the giving that the queen had done, she gave all her love to everyone. How would she feel if she saw Hawaii?
I was younger. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll be a musician. I didn't know. I actually wanted to be a teacher.
Wow.
But I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're going to the music path.
How did you get your start in music?
So I got my start when I was really, really young. From elementary school, I in about second grade, I got to direct my elementary school in one of the song contests on Kauai, and I was the director for 3 years for all the songs. And in fifth grade, I got the chance to audition for Mana Maoli's Nahoku Hano award-winning video, which I got the part. And after that, it just all kind of just exploded after that. I had so many opportunities with Mana Maoli. Then I went on with Napalapalai, started my own show, Mele Apana, and it's just been going like crazy.
Talk about one of your past projects. You were on the Kanani Volume 2, correct? That was with Napalapalai?
Correct.
How was it like being with them and recording with them in the studio?
It was such an amazing experience. That was my first time in an actual recording studio. And it was just so magical, hearing all their voices and just being there and being able to be the star for once. I felt so honored to play with some of the best musicians of Hawaii Nei. It was just amazing that I got to sing with them. And then beyond their album, I was like, oh, I'm here on Kanani Volume 2, which is their latest album that's out now.
I would be scared to death inside of that, but of course.
Oh, I was. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you calm yourself? How did you get yourself to where you could just play music and sound so good?
Once I heard that first drum that Auntie Kehau played, everything just went away.
So are you planning to sometime do your own recording?
I want to. I really do. I've been opening opportunities with Mana Maoli and some of their people, and been looking in starting to record my own album. Yeah.
What are you working on right now?
Right now, I just started my own vlog on YouTube called the Palapalai Vlog, and I've been doing a cooking show. Like, it's been pretty fun. We just actually filmed the latest episode yesterday that will release tomorrow.
Do you have a script in front of you, or do you just know all the stuff? Because I watched your vlog, and you're just talking just like you know how to cook all this stuff.
No script at all.
Just from your knowledge?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you cook on your vlog?
So our latest one, we did a smoked salmon taco with a strawberry and avocado salad. This week we'll be making a one-pot basil chicken baked pasta with a champagne vinaigrette salad. I've been starting to make desserts. I want to make desserts on the vlog. We're just gonna go like crazy.
Wow, that's incredible. Tell me about school. What do you like to do in school? What are your favorite subjects? And how's your Olelo Hawaii?
School, I just transitioned from Kawaikini on Kauai to Kamehameha Kapalama Middle School. I'm now a boarder there. So right now I'm actually tuning in from Oahu. And then, my favorite subjects. I really enjoy Hawaiian. I'm in the Advanced Hawaiian class in 7th grade. I also enjoy hula. That's my elective, Papa'olime hula with Kumu'aina a sing. I enjoy that class as well.
You're in the advanced class, so what does that mean?
Well, in 7th grade, there's only one advanced class, and I'm honored to be in it with only 17 students. We only speak Hawaiian. That's the only language we get to speak in the class. I spoke Hawaiian since I could talk, shall I say. But since kindergarten, I didn't learn English till about 5th grade, proper English.
You've got the vlog out. You're on the latest Napalapalai music out now, and you're making incredible food.
Yeah, there you go.
Where do people find you?
Okay, I have an Instagram account at Kamahaʻo. That's my whole name. And then you can go follow my YouTube at the Palapalai Vlog.
Finally, who is your mentors? Who are the people that you look up to help you along every day?
Oh, I look up to my mom. She's a single mother. She raised me all by herself. So she is really important to me. But musically, of course, the one and only Na Palapalai. I also look up to Napua Greg, Raiatea Helm, Amy Hanaili, of course, the legendary Auntie Genoa Keave.
Wow. Wow. That's chicken skin right there. You make me proud. You make everybody proud that hears you. Kamahaʻo Haumea-Thronas. We will throw all of his social media information down in the comments below. Brother, thank you for being with us, and continued success in your studies.
Of course. Mahalo nui ya oko. Aloha.
Aloha. He is more well-spoken as a 7th grader at the Kamehameha schools than a lot of family that I know that are older. Sorry, should I say, than a lot of adults that I know. But anyway, he is amazing. He is wonderful to talk to. And once again, mahalo to Kamahaʻo for being with us. And it's awesome to hear about who his mentors are. Let's change the genre for a little bit. There is an alternative music group in Hawaii. They've had a member change, and they are moving forward. So let's tell you about them. But first, let's let you hear some of their music. Close the Distance. Close the Distance, the name of the group.
So, beginning of the pandemic, it was kind of weird for us. I mean, it was weird for everybody, but we went from having like 3 gigs a week to not having any. And it's been like that for so long that we kind of didn't know what to do with ourselves at first. But when we thought about it, we're like, okay, wait, we can kind of take a step back and kind of reimagine things, because we never really had a break like that. So it was actually kind of perfect, because then we got to kind of rework our instrumentation and actually define who we are as an original band, like our original sound. And it was really cool for us, because then as the pandemic went on, then we got to look at gigging differently, and we started streaming on Twitch, and that gave us the opportunity to interact with our fans in a totally different way, a little bit more personal and intimate, and that way like we can talk to everybody like on a regular basis. And
not just at shows, it's all the time now.
Yeah.
So, before, you were doing shows all over the place. You were with huge acts, Billy Ray Cyrus, Kansas Switchfoot, One Republic, and more, but you didn't have that interaction on a digital platform before?
I guess we never really not took it seriously. We didn't really kind of refine our streaming setup. And
we also didn't really have the time for it, because we would gig multiple times a week, but then we also have day jobs. They teach at our parents' music school. I handle the marketing for the school. So,
and then after work, then we'd spend most of our time getting new songs ready for our gigs. So it wouldn't be like, there wouldn't be time in between to stream. So,
okay, what instruments does everybody play?
So I play guitar, piano, and I sing.
And I play drums.
I play bass and I sing.
Okay, who's the composer of the group?
Well, I write all the lyrics, but we make all the music together.
Pretty much together,
Yeah.
Is there a favorite type of subject that you have, or is it kind of all over the place?
I would say that I do tend to write more about, I guess, things that I've been through, or like situational things. So, but that's funny, because our new EP, it kind of goes in one direction, in one story. So I guess it kind of worked out that way, where it's like kind of like a love story.
Now that's the one that's now out, just released last week, Stream of Consciousness, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Since the EP has been out for a couple of days, people have been telling us that we have like an 80s pop sound now.
Yeah.
With, I guess, more modern production.
Yeah, it was really interesting, because like when we were working with our original songs and like writing everything, we realized that a long time ago we started off as like a 80s classic rock cover band when we were little, and then we found out that we can't really get rid of that, so we might as well just like keep it. And it's really cool to incorporate kind of old styles into a new modern way of looking at music.
I mean, we grew up playing that type of music anyway, and I feel like it's just instilled in us. We're connected with it, and we really love it. So we love being able to incorporate it with our own twist on it.
You guys go towards more alternative side?
Well, I would say because I'm a guitarist, then I feel like all the melodic aspects, as far as instrumentation, it might be more along the lines of a mixture of classic rock and pop, just because I grew up doing that. But our vocals definitely make it more of like an 80s pop style, and I think that's makes it a little bit fun.
Hey, if anybody wants to follow you, see what you're doing, see where you're going as things change and evolve, where can they find you?
So we don't really have any gigs lined up. We're still going to focus on streaming, but everything is linked on our website. So if you go to closethedistance.band.com, then all of our links are there. We are very present on social media now, so we're going to be working on just pushing out videos of our originals, covers, anything like that. So,
and we have a personal Discord that anybody can talk to us on too.
Nice. Oh, well, of course, because you're on Twitch, Discord's like a must-have. So when you guys come out with new music videos, please let me know. Please let me know, so we can go ahead and feature them as music videos of the week. Once again, Close the Distance, and as a matter of fact, our moderators are now putting their information down in the comments below. Gang, congratulations. Go get them.
Thank you
so much.
Stream of Consciousness, once again, Close the Distance is the group. And what we are doing here on the show is we are more and more, we definitely support Hawaiian music and Hawaii contemporary music, but there's all kinds of other genre that also need the attention as well. I don't know if you caught it or not, but Esri and Kira's parents teach music, and they help to run the school. So they have been immersed in, and just know that they play 80s music sounding. It's like, what? But they have their own twist on it. So it's a unique blend and appreciation for music that came before them. So to talk and to hear them talk to that was really amazing. I cannot wait to see what more comes out. I want to see more like music videos. So, Close the Distance. As soon as you get them, let me know. I am, just for all intents and purposes, earlier was pre-recorded. I'm on now live. So I want to say hello to some of the comments like, oh my gosh, Kamahaʻo Haumea-Thronas. I know, right? You just want to just bundle him up and hug him and encourage him and hope that he stays, that way and just continues to be just a beam of light. But just the things that he's doing is just amazing. And mahalo to our other guests on here that were on here today as well. Usually, you know what? We can do that since I'm on live now. This is the weekend events that we weren't able to record a little bit earlier, so I'm just going to list through them. Usually you've got pictures to go along with them, but not today. Macy Gray, is it live in concert? That's going to be tomorrow. Or no, that's actually today. That is today, one of today's events. That's going to be over at Blue Note Hawaii, 2 shows, 6:30 and 9, and I'm watching the comments too at the same time. Tomorrow there's a string of events that are going on. A volunteer event that's going to be at Waiʻalae Livestock Research Area, 8:30 in the morning. It's Waiʻalae Volunteer Work Day. So their Aina needs some help. Pu'uloa Beach Cleanup, Pu'uloa Beach Park, 10 a.m. I don't know which of my moderators put all of these kinds of events on, but I don't know if that's Jocelyn, Michelle, I'm not sure, but guys, spot on. The more we get Aina and cleanup stuff, I love it. That's amazing. The Playground on Maui has Jordan T. with special guest Kanoa and Jessica Rabbit on at 8 o'clock in the evening. That's tomorrow. Hawaiian Steel Guitars Showcase. That's going to be Facebook Live at 3 p.m. Sands and Bands is going to be out at Turtle Bay Resort starting at 5. and Christafari is at House Church Hilo. That starts 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning. That is our abbreviated show, but we've kind of tried to fill it up as much as possible as we could. Usually we're working on it through the week, but this week it was just like, you know what? Got to close the books for a little while and get some downtime. So I appreciate Bonnie. Oh man, Los Angeles. How are you? Bonnie is like one of my official escorts for Grammy Awards whenever we go to Los Angeles, which is, of course, we would be there like next week had it been happening. But Bonnie, hi. Hi to both of you, by the way. And can we get the links for both talents? For the Close the Distance and for Kamahaʻo. Yes, for the LIVELook Hawaii. You know what? And if it's not in the, it should be in the comments below. And if not, I will jump in afterwards and go ahead and help out with that. Both talents are amazing. I cannot wait to see what else Kamahaʻo tackles. I mean, cooking and just that's going to do it for me. So thank you so much for being here with us on this Aloha Friday. Once again, it's a little bit more calmer show because I'm not being as loud as I usually do because my throat's I'm probably going to get scolding because I've already talked too much already. Coming up next week on the show, we've already got lined up for you Alex Narajos, who's with the Kokua Hawaii Foundation. We'll talk about the things that Jack Johnson does. By the way, Jack Johnson is going to be on tour coming up this summer. We also know that Thunderstorm Artis, who is coming back to Hawaii to play at Blue Note Hawaii coming up in a couple of weeks, I think it's in 2 weeks, he is going to be on tour with Jack Johnson. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll also ask Thunderstorm because I saw him. He was on tour with Jake Shimabukuro and a bunch of other artists. Smokey Robinson, we are hoping to have him by phone. He is coming to Hawaii. Motown legend. More details coming up next week for you. Melia says, I had a visitor come over when the show started, and I was telling her about introducing you to music on Lanai. Have a listen, okay? And I was talking about introducing me to music on Lanai. Oh, okay. Let me know. Studio at billyv.live. If you guys ever have anything for me, let me know, especially if you're musicians or if you hear of anything going on. There are people like Debbie and others who send me pictures and they send me stuff and give me heads up on things. And so appreciate that very much. Mahalo to all of our guests. Mahalo to Mele Apana. Final. Mute. Safe radio. Anyway, I don't want to cough in your ear. There's been a little bit of a shift. You know, usually when... How am I going to put this? There's a renewed effort to support other kinds of genre while still giving a lot of support to Hawaiian music and Hawaii things. But, you know, us radio people, there was Shannon, Mele, Lena, Danielle, and myself. We all took a picture together when we were let go from radio. And we said to support things Hawaii. And so there is a conscious effort that when we do this show that we want to do that. But it's not always Hawaiian, even though as much as possible, because it needs that support. So that means that that's why people like Close the Distance and they want to support and help what they're doing. And then you got Kamahaʻo, where you want to support what he's doing. So different kind of genre supporting. Also supporting different kinds of entities that help to get great music online for you and I to share with the world. For instance, my music performance. There's two kinds of things that I do. It's either music video or music performance of the week. This week's music performance comes from Kawika Kahiapo, one of my favorite songs all time, Waimanalo. But this comes from High Sessions. John Yamasato, who is a member of the group Pure Heart, with has with him a group of people other than Pure Heart, because this is outside the Pure Heart circle. And what they do is they have been recording artists on YouTube, and they have their own YouTube channel. The cinematography, the camera work, and the audio are both awesome. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to feature one of the songs from that series. And if you feel like, wow, this is good, this is nice, and it sounds good too, then go visit their channel and support them. So that's kind of the long-winded apologies, crew, because they're looking at me shaking their head. This is the long-winded way of saying, hey, support some of these guys that are online that are doing good things. So, John Yamasato? No, there's an A in there. Yamasato, yeah. We used to go cruise in his parents' house, and in their garage, in their living room, when we used to watch Pure Heart practicing in their early days. In the 1990s, it was wonderful. It was awesome. The Yamasatos, hello to their family. Okay, Keone, nice to see you on. I've got to get off of here because I can feel the throat drying out. We are continuing to recover from COVID, and we do it with a smile, and we do it knowing that, hey, I would not change a thing. I am vaccinated. I got my booster. I even got my flu shot. So, you know what, COVID? I would stick a middle finger because it's appropriate, but no, we'll let it go on this one. All right, mālama pono, aloha ahui ho. I will see you guys later. I'm going to leave you with that music video that I was talking about. This is from High Sessions, Kawika Kahiapo. Mālama pono, aloha ahui ho. See you, hopefully full throttle, next Friday. No, that's not the one. That's the one. That's the one. Okay. Thanks, High Sessions. I love this song, Kawika.
There's a place that I come from on the east side of paradise, where blue meets blue and the ocean and sky become one, where the mountains and the sea, they call out to me, come on over. And the peaceful sound of the waves come rolling in. Waimanalo, no other place to be. Waimanalo, loved by all who come to see. Kuvahipana, Kukula iwi, kuaina aloha. The kupuna and the keiki come and lay at kaula, and the gentle breezes circle in as honu swim on by. Visions of ancient days take me back to another time. At Pahonu and Kaupo, ancestors came to know this place so fine. Waimanalo, no other place to be. Waimanalo, loved by all who come to see. Kuvahipana, kukula iwi, kuaina aloha. other place to be. Waimanalo, loved by all who come to see. Ku'uvahipana, ku'ukulaiwi, ku'uaina aloha. There's a place that I come from on the east side of paradise, where blue meets blue and the ocean and sky become one, where the mountains and the sea, they call out to me, come on over. And the peaceful sound of the waves come rolling in. Waimanalo, no other place to be. Waimanalo, loved by all who come to see. Ku'uvahipana, ku'ukulaiwi, ku'uaina aloha. Ku'uvahipana, ku'ukulaiwi, ku'uaina aloha. Ku'uvahipana, ku'ukulaiwi, ku'uaina aloha.